come on in the room before we get this. Just to talk to y'all for a second. Y'all bear with me. Definitely need a haircut. I just want to make sure this is working. Give me 1 second. Let me do this real quick. It's a little test run here. A little test run. Give me a second. I just want to make sure that it's working and that it sounds good. So y'all bear with me. Who else did I forgot to do real quick? I'm just saying if the sound, if you all can hear me, if the sound is good. Let me wait a minute. I can actually do it on my computer here. Give me a second. I could do that here. So, hey, can you hear? Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me know. Okay. So let me just tell y'all a story time. So I've been out looking for jobs. I had so many job interviews and great interviews, right? And I want to thank my producer for the resume. I want to thank my producer for that. And we got an offer, but they said we got to submit everything to HR. So I would give y'all an update on how everything went. But we went everywhere. I mean, every day I'm on the internet looking for jobs every single day. And I print out my resume. So, but most jobs that you go into, they always say, go online, go online, go. No jobs really. It's like old school, fill out application, do the interview, like right there. Everything is online. So, and I haven't printed out my resume in a long time. So it's been like a long time since I've done that. So I've just been going around looking for jobs and everything. And I'm getting back into therapy at the end of this month. I got myself back into therapy and everything because, I just want to stay on top of my mental health and make sure that's good, make sure that's really, really good. But just apply it. And some told me I was just sitting down and some just was like, you need to read your Bible. I was like, okay. And so I'm just sitting down, and his voice was like, you need to read your Bible. So I see my Bible is like right by my television, and I picked it up and I just started reading from Genesis. I'm still reading Genesis, and I'm just going to read Genesis to Revelation. And I was like on my knees for something. I think I was reading on the floor because I have bad lighting in here. But I was on the floor and then I got on my knees and I just started weeping and praising God. I just started weeping. And it reminded me back in the day when I would get up and I would read my Bible and just get into worship. It just was just an incredible feeling. And, just to get back into the groove of like reading the word, being there and just feeling that whole atmosphere. And I felt amazing. So I'm just weeping in this room. I'm just like, just grab. And I know God's going to bless. I know God's going to bless because I look at how far I've came and of this year. I know he's definitely going to do it. But I had an incredible time just reading the word. And I was even thinking about it today. I was like, oh, I definitely need to try to read the word every day. But one of my subscribers, they told me, they gave me a suggestion. It was like, you should read your Bible. And I'm like, oh, okay. Everything okay. And but just shout out to the producers and stuff like that. It's just really fun. It's just one producer. She called me. She was like, yeah, I need help taking care of my father. And you could just live with me. And you could just stay in my bedroom and I'll sleep on the couch. I was like, oh no, thank you. No, thank you. It just didn't sound right. I was like, why would you sleep on the couch? I'll sleep in your bedroom. But that's like, it was weird. And I was like, no, thank you. Then it was an offer in New York. Yeah, you come stay with me in New York. And I just look at it, and then some told me, he's like, don't do that, Wiley. Don't do it. Don't do it. So I was like, oh, no, thank you. I was like, oh, no, no, thank you. Um, no, I'm not gonna do that. No, no, thank you. Because you just never know, you know what I'm saying? But I just thank God. I just really thank God. They said, Mr. Wiley, we should do all meet weekly for the Bible. So we should do that. We should do that. And it was just amazing, like just reading the Bible, reading about Adam and Eve, reading about, you know, being disobedient by eating from the tree of knowledge, and just reading about, you know, Noah and how he had prepared the ark, and it just getting that in my time frame, because I've been reading books and stuff, but I haven't really reading my Bible. Now, when I was in, now check this out. When I was in jail, I was reading from Genesis, I think all the way up to either Mark or Matthew. I was saying, because you have nothing but time. But I said, I don't want to forget about God when I'm outside, because God made a way for me not to get touched, for me not to get violated. I didn't have no confrontation in jail, no fight, no drama, no arguments. I kept to myself. I was reading. And so God was just definitely there. And I was sitting there reading my word. And I was like, I don't want to abandon that. And then I kind of like slacked off, because I just kept the Bible, and I didn't read, because when you go to jail, they'll give you a Bible. They'll let you keep a Bible to take home. So I was reading the word, and I just felt this anointing, just feeling, because I said, I know God gonna do it. Then I was watching my pastor online. I miss going to church in person. You all cannot understand how much I miss it. I miss it. I miss it. I miss it. But everybody was like, you should go to this church. But I said, I don't want to go to church raggedy. I need a nice little button up, nice slacks. I just don't want to go to church raggedy. I'm telling you, just how I was raised. They say you can get the YouVersion app to read a little bit a day. They also show scriptures on the home screen. Yeah, oh, that's a good suggestion. Thank you for that. They said, praise God. Yes, I miss it too. And I just really miss it. Like, I miss church. I miss God. I just miss it. I said, God, did you forget about me? And it just said to me, he didn't forget, because I'm still here. I still have breath. I'm still alive. You know what I'm saying? Even in my career, even to doing YouTube, I was like, how's I want to do YouTube? How's I want to come and entertain the people? And like today, I was gonna talk about a whole plethora of topics. But I was like, let me just talk about my day today, because the whole job market. Just shout out to everybody that's looking for jobs that got a record. And I'm like, please, Lord, let it go through in the HR computer that the record don't show up, that we get this job, Lord. It's like, it was one job, and it was a nice offer, like $20 an hour. And I was like, let it go through, because we need that $20 an hour, okay? Because we gonna get us, we gonna definitely give our tithes and offering. I'd be able to put some investments in the show and get lighted, get the computer and stuff set up, my mics and stuff set up, pay my mom back. But I just let it go through. And so we just go pray about it, and I'm gonna just call it HR. I'm not gonna beg. I'm not gonna beg. I'm not gonna beg the HR. I'm not gonna beg. But I don't know how God gonna word my mouth tomorrow. So I want y'all to make sure that you all pray for me, that we get employment. And we've been trying. And then I saw this other lady that she was homeless too, and I saw her on the bus, and I was just, so Lord bless that woman. And I was like, oh, okay, I see where she going. She probably going to the same place as me, and because we was at another place together, and I don't know if she recognized me, and I just wasn't in the mood to talk, but I just saw her, and I said, Lord, just bless her. She's an older lady, and I'm like, wow, like, if she's homeless, I'm like, nice lady, and I was like, it's just really, really sad. But I know God gonna do it. I know God gonna bless, and because I'm putting it out there, I'm putting the seed out there, going to different places, and I've been so many places in Vegas, y'all, just on a bus, just going to all these different places, and just thank God for Google Maps for me to get my bearings and know where I'm going. We was just out everywhere, okay, and. So like yesterday, I think I took my medicine. What was that? Day before yesterday, I took my medicine, and I slept like the whole day, because I was like tired. I slept like the whole day. And I said, I know I'm gonna get a yes. So when I checked my phone the other time, when I had checked my phone, the lady was like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna give you an offer. It's gonna be $20 an hour, and we're gonna submit it to HR." And I said, "Let it go through HR for that." Definitely. Okay, let it go to we're just gonna submit it to HR. I'm just praying that it go through because I have been definitely unemployed. This is the longest in my life that I've been unemployed. My longest in my life. Um, and also we have this platform too, and I thank God for you all for y'all coming through, submitting donations and stuff. And we've been having problems with the connection because we had Armand on the show. The last episode that y'all saw, we brought Armand on the show, and he was talking about the whole situation. And I felt bad because I said this will be my last time talking about, the situation where he got the restraining order against the person, because I just didn't want to continue to talk about it and be like, oh, and people kept start sending me stuff, and I'm like, hey, okay, so this will be the last time, but I wanted to just interview him, and shout out to Armand's lawyer, and for coming on, giving me the exclusive, and shout out to Armand for giving me the exclusive. It was an incredible show. It was an incredible episode, and I didn't want to just continue to do the show and talk about this like upcoming episodes. Now, if something else were to happen and I feel like my audience want to know about it, then I come out and I talk about it, because I see it when you in a situation when you had a loss and you feel bad or something like that. I don't want it be added on to your badness or to your losses. I said I don't want to add on to that. So I just moved on. I was like, let me just move aside and let you go through what you're going through. But congratulations to Armand for the win. Was I nervous? I was nervous, and me and Armand, we talked about it, and I feel that he had every right to get what he got, because it was just getting out of hand. And I think all YouTubers should just be focused on their content, delivering their content and stuff, and making sure that the content is good for the audience, instead of just watching another YouTuber and finding a beef or linking up with them and trying to take them down and stuff like that. No, just focus on the content. All right. So, but yeah, today I just went for the interview, and when I went to the interview, it was incredible. In this interview, child, it was like, can you do this? How many years of experience? Is it like this? Like is like, I'm like, okay, let me get it. I just need the job. I just need, you know what I'm saying? I just need the job, and because I know God gonna bless, and I'm gonna take it on a journey. And one thing I will show y'all too, like once we all settle and stuff, I'm gonna show y'all like the day of what homeless people go through, especially in Las Vegas. I don't know about Chicago because I've never been homeless in Chicago. I've never been homeless in Dallas, but I can tell you about the being homeless in Vegas. So I'm gonna just show y'all, like record stuff and let y'all see the impact and the sadness of it. Like it. Like anytime I get around, like when I get around all this, I get really, really sad. I'm like, oh my God. It's a humbling experience. Either A, it humbles you to say to do better, or B, you just stuck in the system. You just want to just stay there. Because you also have a group of people that get up every day, go to school, uh try to get a job, get jobs, and really trying to fight and trying to survive. Then you have those that is accustomed to it, no shade, like just like I do, I'm a smoke, I ain't gotta worry about paying no bills. This person's doing my laundry. This person, they feed me at the little Catholic Church or Salvation Army. I ain't gotta cook for myself. I ain't gotta pay no rent. If I still want to screw, I go over this woman's house and screw her. I go to this woman's house, screw her. So it's those type of people, and a lot of them be like young guys that have that spirit. Then you have those that like, no, like I'm really gonna work. I'm really gonna try to get out of the system. But then there's those that working really, really hard, and just can't afford to get proper housing because housing is so high. So it's a lot of stuff that you learn. So I just want to just document that and show people like what the seriousness of it. You see black people, you see white people. I've seen all type of people, young people, children. It's like you see just it's just like, oh my gosh, it's just really, really sad. Um and stuff like that. And also I would love to like work on an organization that to put the money on the ground because a lot of times they raise this money and it don't affect the people on the ground. Like you don't see the results. Like if you raise like put $500 million to combat homelessness, I need to see the results of that. Like what's the results of that? And a lot of times it's a lot of corruption with that stuff too. Anyway, so yeah, it's like, but when I got to the room today and I said, okay, and I still apply for jobs. One job today, I said I couldn't do that because the lady required that you have a vehicle, and I said I don't have a vehicle. So I didn't order because we need to see a car insurance. We need to see this. So I was like, oh, I don't have a vehicle. So I didn't do that interview. That'd have been like a waste of time. But yeah, it's just been like good, just going out there interviewing and stuff like that. And I go for all jobs. So whatever jobs is hiring, I just try to apply and just to see if I'm gonna get interviews. So I've been getting interviews and I will let y'all know how it would go and everything because so I can get my own spot because I miss it dearly. Thank God for what I have now, but it's not long term. And definitely want my own spot. Miss it dearly. But yes, make sure y'all thumbs up the video. But yeah, I say I want to really show the audience that, like, show the audience of what's going on, and like for the people to see it and stuff. Like I want people to see like what unhoused because people like they say homeless, they say unhoused. You know, everything is changing, and just to see it. And also I really want to do this video because I felt bad. I did not my gosh, I did not do a video on Miss Shirley. So Miss Shirley, Beauty in the Street, she was a person that would feed the homeless. She would feed the homeless. She would give them donuts and stuff. And so I never met her, but when I announced that, I'm homeless, stuff like that, people were just dropping her name like, oh, you need to talk to Beauty in the Streets. But I never met her, but I did follow her on Instagram. And I saw that she was like, good morning, King, good morning, Queen. And she would buy people groceries. She would buy people sandwiches. She would buy people donuts. She would just feed the community. So a couple of months ago, she posted that somebody drugged her and that somebody drugged her and they don't know what type of drugs in her system. Now, a couple of days ago, maybe a week ago, she passed away. And so I've just been really praying. I'm like, oh wow, because we really need people to really go out there. And she would really be out there in the streets, feeding the homeless and stuff like that. Really feeding them hot dogs. She would feed them good stuff. Like she would cook like meatloaf. She would cook like she would cook like soup and stuff, like black eyed peas, like greens with the turkey meats. Like she would cook like real meals. Like she really put a lot of care in it. And to now to see her that she's gone, it's just like it's so sad because I won't be able to see the videos anymore what she was doing for the homeless community because she didn't forget about it. And so, she passed away and I'm sad about it because she definitely was a great person, not only in Vegas, but also on Skid Row and Los Angeles, all of that. And so, because people forget about homeless people. Like they forget, they have this perception, oh, they're drug addicts, oh, they're lazy, drug addicts and stuff like that. And I said, I'm not lazy and I'm not a drug addict. And don't get me wrong. I'm going to be honest. It's a lot of that activity that goes on in these homeless communities. I'm talking about crack, all type of drugs. I've seen people shoot up. I've seen it all. I've seen it all because you see all the activity, and I'm like, wow, these people ain't got nowhere to lay their head, but they gonna make sure they're gonna get a high. Okay, and I'm like, Oh my gosh. And they be in a line. I will never forget. I was in a line for Catholic Church. So I was like waiting on to get a bed. So we get there like super early. I think I get in the line like about 1 o'clock because you learn from other homeless people. They'll tell you like what time to be in the line to be get a guaranteed bed. Don't be in the line late. So I was like, okay, be in the line at 1 p.m. I'm in the line at 1 p.m. So in the line, it was just none but dope smell. All type of drugs just going on in the line. I'm like, oh my gosh. Please don't let me get a contact high. Please. Okay, don't let me get a contract card at all. Don't let me. I said, please don't let me get a contact high. Please. But I was in a line. I was like, oh Lord, please don't. It'd be drama in there. And they don't play. Like, if you act up in them homeless shelters, they kick you out. Sometimes you be banned for like 30 days. Sometimes you banned for life if you fight and all that type of like stuff like that. Because I've seen people that get kicked out. And they have like this 90-day program. Now I didn't get approved for 90-day program due to my background. When they checked my background, it was like, oh, you're not approved for this 90-day program. So I couldn't get it. So I literally sat down and hit them talk and then get approved. Like, oh, whatever. But they did say, like, if you're in this 90-day program, you can't drink and stuff like that. You're going to be tested to see if you got alcohol. So this one guy, he was in a line and they tested him. Now he broke the rules not once, and they let him slide the first time. But the second time he was in a line and the same thing. He had liquor and stuff like that. He broke the rules. So it was like, oh, we're gonna have to kick him out the program. So you have to follow the rules. Like most of these places want you to be sober. Like they tell you, like even here, that you can't drink in your room. Like you could drink like on the street or something like that. But in another place I worked at, they ain't allowed at all. They test you for alcohol every time you step foot back on the premises. They don't play. So you got to make sure that you stay on top of it. Like you do not drink because that's one of the rules. That's one of the rules. Wow. Okay, I got a question. Okay. Would you ever move back to Texas or Chicago? Maybe. That was a good. I love this question because everybody keep asking me like, why you don't go back home? Why you don't do this? I said I want to see it's gonna work for me. You know what I'm saying? See it's gonna work for me. See if I can get through this. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what I want to do. I want to see if it's gonna work for me. All right. But people was like asking and stuff like that. I thank y'all so very much. And everything. But yeah, we've been out here. And then tomorrow we gotta go take care of some more business. But yeah, we gonna continue. We're going to get a good paying job, okay? So we can focus more on YouTube. Cause I have to get out of here because they Wi-Fi ain't that reliable, child. Like it was like when I was on the interview with Armand, I was like, "Dang, cut off again." I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do this interview," but I'm so glad that Armand definitely did a good job, and she definitely came out and she did a good job. And so shout out to her for doing that. No, Miss Shirley was an activist in Las Vegas and the Los Angeles area. But yeah, just shout out to her. I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you for giving that exclusive because I wasn't ready for that exclusive because my equipment and stuff wasn't ready. And that's when we had a lot of views because people were like interested in it because we were covering that. And I was like, oh my gosh, okay. So now it's doing good. And now I can go live directly to YouTube, which is a good thing. And we don't have no trolls here. Praise God. Make sure y'all thumbs up, share. But we definitely pray. And then before I did this episode, I was gonna talk about it, but I might as well talk about it since we live. Glorilla's sister, and I saw her live on Facebook, and she was going off on Glorilla. You don't take care of mama. You don't take care of us and the family and all that. And I'm gonna be like, it's not her responsibility to take care of you. I have family members that make a nice piece of money. I did not call them one time because it's not their responsibility to take care of me. I'm not gonna call them like, hey, Hey auntie, hey uncle, can you give me blah 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 blah? It's not their responsibility. And I'm not gonna get mad about it, stuff like that. So when she was getting upset, I was like, "Oh, we gotta work. It's hard out here. It's not her responsibility." And then maybe also, Glorilla probably don't even got money like that to take care of people like that. People think just because you an artist and you on television and you in movies that you got it like that. People don't have it like that. Even if she did have it like that, it is not Glorilla's responsibility to take care of her family. Now, when once I make it and get millions, most definitely I'm gonna take care of mama, and when my grandmother's still here, take care of her. Okay, and then put like some trust funds up and stuff like that for my niece and nephews. But that's about it. But it's not my responsibility, and I don't even have to do that. But that's something that my heart desires to do. But just to get on the live to drag your sister because your sister is not taking care of you is not Glorilla's responsibility. Glorilla's responsibility is to take care of herself. It is not her responsibility to pull everybody out from the hood. Because when you do that, sometimes you get dragged back into the hood because your finance take care of all these people. That what happened with Fatty Rob. He would take care of all these women, all these apartments. He have an apartment here, put this person in an apartment. It was eating up his pockets. And then when he became to a rapper with no longer selling, he had to go out there and try to sell some drugs and got himself caught up in some legal trouble. Because again, you cannot take care of everybody. You can't. You cannot do that. You can't. You just can't do it. It's just you just gotta know. You just gotta tell people no. So I don't get on the phone, ask and stuff like that. I'm not doing that. I said absolutely not. I'm not gonna get on the phone, ask for some money. I'm just not. I don't do that now. Like if I don't have it, I don't have it. Sure, I don't get on the phone. Now I get on the show, but like, hey y'all, hit the cash app, hit the cash app, hit the cash app. Because I'm entertaining y'all and we live. I'm entertaining y'all and we live. But like calling people, no. I never done it. No. I never done it. Now I've had people do that to me and they still haven't paid me back. But that's not here or there. Uh, they said you could do it. He just didn't know how to budget money like most people. Yeah. But again, you just got to be careful because people get greedy. You start doing this, they want a house. Then they want an apartment building. Then they want you to buy them a box of condoms. Then they want you to buy them a box of Plan B. Then they want you to buy a box of get rid of yeast infection. Like you can't do enough because people start depending on you. Have like no. What I'm saying is, it's not their responsibility to take care of your family. It's just really, really not. And that's how a lot of black people that get money get themselves in the bag because they try to take care of everybody, all their friends, even with MC Hammer. He was rigging, he had hundreds of people on his payroll and he got broke. He had to file bankruptcy. Man went broke because he tried to take care of everybody. You can't bring everybody up. That's not the reality. You can't do it. It's you can't. You ain't got enough money to do all that. And I was watching MC Hammer, and he was like, "Why you didn't tell me?" I was like, "We did try to tell you. You ain't want to listen." But yeah, it's not that person's responsibility. So when I saw Glorilla's sister on the live, I was like, she had a lot of people on the live. Now, what she could have put up there was a cash app and say, "Hey, people donate to my cash app," and she could just do storytelling, and she could become a content creator, and then she probably could make a nice piece of coin because she had like 30,000 people tune into her live, and then Glorilla, I think backup dancer, she started going off on. I'm like, stay out of it. Let Glorilla come out and say something, and Glorilla shouldn't say nothing because if she say something, that's gonna bring more attention to it and stuff like that. Then she was like, she bought my daddy a house, but he got the smallest house on the block. I'm like, so he got a house. Be thankful. She didn't even have to buy him that. And again, Glorilla is a new artist. She haven't been in the game for 10 years. She's been in the game for a couple of years now. So it's her responsibility to provide for herself. Now, if she want to give a little something to her family, that's her choice. But she's not obligated to give anything to her mama. She's just not. I know a lot of people think that, but she's not obligated to give anything to her mama. I know a lot of people think, oh, she should help her mama. Says who? And we don't even know if she help her mama now, because she could be helping her mama. She could be helping her daddy. And the sister just mad because she ain't getting nothing. And so the one of the backup dancers, she been trying to sell stories to TMZ. She been trying to sell stories to the Shade Room. So it's all a money grab. It's a money grab. And she mad she ain't getting no coin. She mad she ain't getting no coin. So when I saw that, I was like, poor really. But once you make it, family start talking about you. Like, just watch. Let me get million. Wait, what's time for me to get it popping, making six figures and millions of phone gonna be ringing? Oh, hey nephew, how you doing? Hey cuz, how you doing? Hey bro, how you doing? Now mind you, these people don't ain't one stun you when you didn't have nothing. Couldn't get them on the phone. They didn't call you, didn't text you, didn't do nothing. But soon as you hit the lottery, or you get an inheritance, or you get money somehow, you get a crib move or some, or your YouTube channel just popping, your streaming community just popping. Watch all them people come out of the Whitworth calling your phone. And you're gonna be like, how did you get my number? And I'm like, it's that way. And I've never experienced that like overwhelmingly because I've never had money like that. So, but I can just imagine the people hitting you up in they soft voice and stuff like that. Like yeah, that's how it be. Okay. But yeah, but when I saw that, I was like, okay, Glorilla sister, sit on down with your fade. And you could tell that she love a little yoni. You could just tell she a stud. And that she mad because she ain't get no money. And I'm like, I get it. You want to get the teeth fixed. You want to get it, you want to get a better place. But it's not your sister's responsibility, unfortunately. And then I don't think Glorilla got it like that. I really don't think she just got out of jail not so long ago when she went to jail. So she on the hustle. They don't make all that money like that in the music industry like that. So she still got to go out there and provide for herself. Let her get it. But if you come out here trying to do like drag your sister, she definitely ain't gonna do that. You definitely not gonna get nothing now. Like maybe she probably would have thought like, oh yeah, maybe I'll help my sister or in the third quarter of this year. Maybe I get her a little something. Maybe I'll buy her a car. But you up there dragging a lady and cussing a lady out. So no, she ain't gonna do that for you. That's one of the worst things you could do is drag a person and then you need them. Okay? I've been there. It's not a good feeling. It's just not. It's not a good feeling. For real, it's just not. Uh, but did somebody post me a question? I don't know if somebody posted a question or anything like that, but um, uh, but yeah, I was watching that also. And then I'm upset the Today Show. What is her name? The host of the Today Show. Her mom has been kidnapped. And I think that's very suspicious. I was watching that and I was like, what happened to her mama? Who kidnapped that lady mama? Like, this is crazy. This is crazy. They said a ransom note was sent to TMZ. This kind of feel like something for some this Samantha. I ain't trying to be all messy, but this seemed to me like this is some type of a publicity stunt. I don't know why I feel that way. Cause like who sent a ransom note to TMZ? This better not be no publicity stunt. She really better be kidnapped. Savannah, you said okay, you said Savannah. That's all. I call Lady Samantha. Her name is Samantha. Savannah, I hope this is not a publicity stunt. She was up there and she was like, oh, if y'all see my mom, please give us a proof of life and all that. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I haven't seen no kidnapping in so long. So I'm like, is this really real? And I do feel bad. You know what I'm saying? It's just really real. Well, apparently she was in her house, and apparently somebody removed her from the house, and they said there was some blood on the floor and stuff. So I don't know. I'm gonna just mind my business, but it was everywhere. It was all over the news. They're talking about it. I know the ratings of the Today Show is through the roof, because they just trying to see what's going on. But it's just something. It's just something. I did see that Sherry Shepherd show is canceled. I'm happy that it was canceled. Because number one, the show was cheesy. And one thing, I was talking to somebody about this. I'm like, she was very obsessed with men. Like she would flirt. She was very obsessed with men and man hungry and stuff. Her jokes wasn't hitting. I didn't laugh at her jokes. It just wasn't a good show. And I'm happy. You know, shout out to Wendy Williams. Uh, People miss mess shows. Like Wendy, she catered to her audience and it paid right with the ratings. But y'all gotta say, I was on the phone with someone. I said they hired 300 people to work on a daytime television show. If you not bringing in on average two, three, four, 5, 6 million people a day, it's not really worth it for you to be on daytime television because they're not getting it back financially. Like it's a good financial choice. They say Love and Hip Hop and Basketball Wives are going to be canceled. It should, like, who's watching Love and Hip Hop? Who's watching Basketball Wives? Who's watching these shows? Like, and the reason why Zeus is so good is because they could be so unfiltered on Zeus. So these traditional shows are struggling. Like daytime, who's really watching that? Who's really watching daytime? But she have always been desperate for men. She too desperate. I'm like, lady, can somebody please give Sherry Shepherd some peen? Obsessed. And then the thing about it is she's probably terrible in bed. She's probably evil behind the scenes. Like, you be like, she's obsessed with me and like, ew, like, get away from me, man. Now, if you pay my car note, I hump her. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no place to like. If she let me live with her, I hump her. I hump her. I eat her box. I'll cook her some breakfast. I'll put some chicken in the air fryer. I mean, hey, she can fly me to New York. She don't have to be obsessed. But it'd be cringy when I'm seeing it on the show. It is what it is. I might have to send her a DM. Let me send Sherry a DM. Give me a second. I'm going to have to send Sherry Shepherd a DM. Let me find her. Shoot, if she just needs somebody. What does this guy keep flirting with me in this DM? This person said, I'm not gonna flirt. I want to F with you. What? Don't be flirting with me in my DM. Don't do that. Who does that? Who's grandpa in my DM? Who is this? See, I'm not about to hunt for no place to stay. And I'm not gonna make it no better because I'm just like, who's grandpa in this deal? Anyway, where's Sherry Shepherd DM? So I'm just like in this DM, and I'm like, because he keep asking me all these questions. I'm like, dude, I'm not in that mood to like hump. I'm just not. Why are you in my DM? Now I do got a Red Bull. I live in Atlanta. Oh Lord. Oh, wait a minute. See, oh Lord Jesus. Anyway, they said you are cracking me up talking about you. Yeah, might as well. She's like that. Okay. They said, Wiley girl, please stop. Don't do that, lady. She already took her through it. Like, I'm just telling you, it's just a mess. But Sherry Shepherd show should be canceled. Another show that should be canceled, and according to Lori London, like she said that Lauren London, I hope I said her name right. She said that Jennifer Hudson show gonna be canceled. That show need to be canceled. That show need to be canceled. It's boring. Jennifer Hudson show is boring. Sherry Shepherd show is boring. Tamron Hall, she's skin on thin ice. But they need good interviews to make me cry, to make me think. Like Oprah has some good shows. Was she perfect? No. But she has some iconic episodes. And a lot of times, a lot of these A-list stars don't do daytime television. Like, I think Sherry Shepherd's show would still be on the air if she would get Beyonce, if she would have gotten who else? Beyonce is a good A-list star. Rarely do interviews. Like a Nicki Minaj exclusive interview. All of that. They said they need good writers. And mind you, I'm up here listening to oh, what is her name? Leslie Jones. Leslie, I'm not dragging you. Okay, I gotta drag you a little bit. So I'm listening to Leslie Jones. I'm on the bus listening to Leslie Jones' book. Now, mind you, I'm almost done with the book. Took me about 2 months to get through it. She's on the part with her brother. Yeah, my brother asked me something. He took my check. My check was like $50, $70, and I needed my check. He took my check, and I had to take 3 buses to get my check. And my brother took my check and stuff like that. And it was like really, really sad because her brother died, right? Because they found him unconscious in a park, and this is when she was doing a movie, Lottery Ticket. And she kicked her brother out and she kept saying, yeah, he made bad decisions and that's why he was 38 years old. Then she was crying in there. Then I had to get my brother cremated. And I was just like, I'm trying to give this lady a chance listening to this book because I tend to sleep. When I start a book, I want to finish it. I don't like to put my book or do not finish. They call it DMF, DNF in the reader community. But I love to finish a book. Once I open a book up, I want to finish it. Really. I don't care if it takes me 8 years. I want to finish the book. So I really want to finish. Oh, wait a minute. Oh Lord. Jeez. Somebody said, blow your nose. Anyway, so I want to finish the book. So shout out to Leslie Jones. I love Leslie Jones. Shout out to her. But she did block me. And I was listening to her book, and she would just talk like how we regularly talking. Sometimes she could be on one subject, then she jumped to another subject. And I said, I need to go to Barnes and Noble or Amazon, grab her book, and see if she really breaking down in tears in the book and saying that she's crying, or if she jump into different subjects and stuff like that, because that's how her audiobook. But then she gets to the point because somebody said about good writers. I didn't know on Saturday Night Live that they made her a writer. I didn't know that. So I was like interested. I'm like, oh my God, it's interesting. And then she said she had the slave joke. Now, Leslie, this is me. I'm not trying to throw shade. I'm not trying to throw shade. And when I say this, I'm saying this with love. I'm saying this with love. She's just not funny to me. And I feel like she too aggressive. She too masculine. Because when she told, I ain't got no man. I don't know why no man want to be with. I'm rich. I know how to fight. I'm like, what man want to be with all that energy? Like, you got too much masculine energy. Like, simmer down. Give me that feminine energy. But anyway, but I was reading her, listening to her book, And she was crying about her brother. And don't get me wrong, her brother was 38 years old that he passed away, Leslie Jones. And I really felt bad. She lost her mom, she lost her dad, she lost her brother, and she's the only one left in her immediate family. So it's a really sad book, but you have to get through her side conversations that she give. Like even when one of the promoters of a comedy club wanted her name on the wall, she said, "I'm like Manada." He said, "You're not like Manada. What's your last name?" And she finally got to her last name, Jones. It was like, "Oh, that's a star name." I'm like, "Oh yeah, you're right." So that's why everybody called me Leslie Jones now. And somebody real messy sent the live that I did on Leslie Jones, sent it to her video, sent it to her, um, must have DM'd it to her or something, because when I went on her ex account, like maybe like I would say a week or two after the show, I was blocked. Like I was blocked on her on over there on X. I was blocked. So somebody sent it to her. I don't think she was like watching, like in real time. I think someone sent it to her, like y'all always do, just like y'all did with Erica Banks. Y'all sent it to her because I said she need to get surgery, and I apologize for saying that the lady need to get surgery. I apologize for that. I was wrong, but she was dumb and stupid to even listen to me to get all that surgery because she got too much surgery. And in her career, she failed and flopped too as an artist. But yeah, but yes, yeah, she failed and flopped as an artist. But y'all was being messy. Y'all sent it to this lady. And I was like, man, I gotta be careful who I share information with because y'all take what I say and y'all send it to the people. Y'all send it to the individual that I'm talking about. I was like, I gotta be careful what I say on the show. Because I want to be a little bit messy in this episode, but I was like, no, I ain't gonna be messy with people. I'm gonna just leave it alone. I'm gonna just leave it alone. They said the show was trash, but I love the Spirit Tunnel. The show is trash. The Spirit Tunnel, okay, but y'all understand who's gonna keep investing all this money in these flop shows? I hate that she got surgery because she only did it for her career. She actually did it for her career, and she listened to my advice. I'm telling you, it's power in my words. I was one of on the front lines. I remember when I did the episode when I talked about that she do surgery, her body, she all skinny, and blah blah. Next thing I know, she did the surgery, and people flooded my DM saying, "You see what you got her started doing all this surgery?" I was wrong. I apologize. This woman just didn't deserve like oh, and she kept going back to the doctor. And she blocked me. And she, when I was like, oh, Erica, you need to come on my show. You weird. You talk about me all the time on your show. I'm like, Dad, you be watching too? Anyway. Um, they said, what are they going to put on to replace the flop shows? What do people want to see in daytime? They just want to see real good entertainment in daytime television. Real good quality entertainment in daytime. So, and until they get a host that's really going to do that and some good producers, and sometimes you need fresh blood producers, hungry producers that can produce good stuff. Because if it's the same producers, sometimes you need new, fresh blood to do it. Did you see the text I sent earlier? What do you think about oh, the lady. Oh, wait a minute. The little girl that was 14 with R. Kelly situation. Now she's a grown woman. I just like make your money. You know what I'm saying? Because she deserved to write a book about her life and what R. Kelly did to her. I was one of the ones that back in Chicago, and people would talk about that DVD. That I think it was a VHS tape. I don't think it was on DVD. Was it on DVD? I don't know, but it was people watching that material because it was all through the hood. People was watching it. I personally didn't watch it, um, but it was sad. She did not deserve to go through that as a child. But she threw Sparkle on the bus. She admitted that Sparkle said, "Can you put this on my Can you sit on my lap?" But no, sit on R. Kelly lap. Make him your guy and sit on the lap like she grew up. And Sparkle probably embarrassed. Like she embarrassed now. Like she probably, you know what I'm saying? She's embarrassed. Like you got caught. You said what you said. You got caught. You groomed your niece. You fed your niece to the devil. And that's why R. Kelly don't need to get out of jail. He's the devil. Like what he did to young women was disastrous. Do I feel bad for him too? Yeah, because what happened to him as a child, he should have got hurt helped because he was violated as a child. So with him, he thought what he was doing was good. And he not only did he dealt with women, he also dealt with men too, infected them with diseases. So he deserved to serve that time. Like I can't even come out here and say free R. Kelly because the nasty, the demonic things that he did to women and to those young men was disgusting, and he deserved to serve the time. Do I feel sorry for R. Kelly? No, I no. Do I still listen to his music? Hell yes. I'm a huge R. Kelly fan. R. Kelly music come on, I'm listening to his music. Bump and grind. Listen, I actually gonna listen to music once I get done with the show. R. Kelly makes incredible music. R. Kelly as an artist, nobody I don't think can touch him in the R&B category. He's an incredible writer, incredible producer, but he also is a predator. And unfortunately, he got himself caught up in some mess that he won't get out until he in his 80s, I think. I think he'll be in his 80s when he's released, if he even make it there, because being in prison is a lot of wear and tear on your body. But shout out to her for creating her book, and I'm gonna read it because I'm nosy. Um, but I don't blame her for lying on the stand. She was young and he controlled her mind. Yeah. So no, I do separate the art from the artist. I still listen to R. Kelly music. I still do. I still do. I would love once I become a millionaire. I will buy the. I want to buy his rights and create a movie, R. Kelly biopic, and I think it would be dope. Get somebody to play R. Kelly, unknown actor that resembles R. Kelly, play his music. Just tell the story of his career from his childhood up to adulthood, and make that money because I think it's needed in the culture for R. Kelly biopic. He's an incredible artist, but he don't deserve to be out of jail. Oh, he don't know. I would definitely not put it on Lifetime. Like I would let that go to the theaters. No shade. Either theaters or Netflix. Definitely theaters and Netflix. That's one part. And if I ever had money too, like look him too, like become a millionaire, like I'll do a look him biopic. Help her in her career. Help her for her last album. I will fund it. I put like $1 million towards it. And you know what I'm saying? For her career. This guy is still flirting with me in these DMs. Let me get out of these DMs, child. I'm over it. Oh my gosh. Let me get out of these DMs. Because, sir, I'm not about to flirt with you as somebody's grandpa. He's an older gentleman in his DM. I'll watch your show and blah, 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 blah. Let me ask you, do you got his own place? Okay, since you want to do this, give me a second. I'm going to tell him to fly me out. Forget about it. Let me see. Let me put some coins. I'm joking, y'all, but since he on here, they said definitely put it on Netflix. They said Wiley the Cougar. I'm like, Wiley the Cougar. No, he's like an older gentleman. You had to get flew out. If he fly me out, then I give it to him. Whatever. And now I'm gonna put a dollar amount on it too. He want to flat out to me. Oh my gosh. Let me shut up. Let me stop getting into these DMs and stuff like that. Entertaining this because it's not gonna go nowhere. I'm wasting him. He wastes his time. He's literally like wasting his time because I'm not into that. As soon as you get into like reading a word, here come that devil. Soon when you read the word, here come that devil. Soon when you reading the word. Soon I'm saying I'm reading the word. Oh, I just have to say this, and I just wanted to say this, and what? Get up out of here. What? I'm telling you. It was this other guy in my DM. Gorgeous. Every time. Whatever happened to? Oh no, I wasn't paying on mine. And it's the thing. I just don't like to be flirting, sending stuff like in DMs and sending stuff to the text, stuff like that. And he had like a whole boyfriend. I can't say too much because I think he still watched the show. He had like a whole boyfriend and stuff like that, and I wasn't paying on no mind. Just a gorgeous guy, just wasn't paying on no mind and stuff like that. Because because I'm always in it, I always had a mindset. If we don't live in the same city, it's no need for me to it's no need for me. Wait a minute, it's no need for me to flirt with you if we don't live in the same city. I'm paying on mine. Yeah, I pay it on mine. Hey, chat. Put some W's in the chat. I love when they say that. Put some W's in the chat. Hey, y'all, shout out to Mouth Open because she's been a member for years. She been a member for years. Been a member of the chat for a long time. I think she's the longest member. Yeah, longest member. Wait a minute. What this person said? I'm being nosy. Give me a second. Let me see. I'm being nosy. What did she send me? Oh, child, he is big. Oh my God. Let me get up out of here. Just get up here. Just like these people don't care. They just be want to flirt. I'm just not into that stuff. Don't even have a mindset for that. Did she hear my voice? Come on, Just Hilarious. Respond to my message. One day y'all gonna respond to the message. And I said to her message, she did not respond. I said Leslie Jones a message. Did she block me? Okay, she didn't block me. Okay, let me just double check. You've been a member for 50 months. That's been like, what, 4 years? You've been a member for like, what, 4 or 5 years? Yeah, for 4 years. She been a member for 4 years. Did drop. Been a member for 4 years. 4 years or 2 months. Look at God. But no, it's just like people be wanting to flirt because I didn't want number one. I say I'm not gonna F for no place. Now let me say this. This topic, females do not get offended when I say this, especially the ones that know me. But what was the guy that was on the show? And I saw this on my show and I want to talk about it. I forgot his name. But the football player Cam Newton, did I say his name right? He was like, he can't be friends with a woman that's attractive. He gonna want to smash. I was like, I understand what he's saying. It is so true. It was this one female. We friends. We still friends to this day. But I was always waiting for my chance. Like us, like we about to get it in. Like I'm always waiting for the chance. Yes, I'm a friend. Yes we cool. But she's gorgeous, and I want to have an opportunity to smash. And I'm in the friend zone. But every guy, if they don't say this, they're lying. They have good self control. If she opens that door, you're gonna walk your behind in that door and you're gonna smash. It's just that simple. So you could be friends with a woman, but if she give you a chance to lay up on that, you gonna do it. It's like it's no shade. So I understand what he was saying because like one of my female friends, like, she saw another side of me and she was like, oh, I'm about to go. I'm like, oh yeah, you got to go. Cause it's like we were smoking and it was like I'm putting on different type of music. I'm trying to set up the vibe. She was like, I'm about to go, I got to go. I'm like, yes, leave. But yeah, you have this in this vibe. Absolutely you're gonna be like, if she opens that door, you're gonna do it. Absolutely. Like I'm friends with Katie. I love Katie Talk 101. Natasha, Katie, people that's here in Vegas. Who else is here in Vegas that I'm friends with? Uh, uh, can't think of her name. No, I can't think of her name. Latavia. All of them beautiful women. But sneakily beautiful. Beautiful women. But you got to have some self control. Some men don't have self control. That's why they can't be friends with women. I have self control. I can be friends with women. But if they open the door, I'm going to go up in there. There's no shade. Let them open the door. I'm going up in there. I'm going to tear it up. If they open up the door. But you have to have I have great self-control. But my eyes still wandering. Like, oh, is this the day? Is this the day? Oh, I gotta go to Katie's house anyway to get a haircut. Take me through that. Take me through. Okay. Yeah. And then it was somebody else that he was a co-host of one of his co-hosts. It was like, I guess you're not attractive because he's still friends with you. I'm like, he was just being honest. Just be honest. He was just literally just being honest. I'm okay with a man who tells you that's all he wants from a woman, so I can choose to stay away from somebody like that. Facts. No, I'm not the type of dude you change up around from me. I am not. I've said this to one of my female friends. She was like, yeah, I was at her house. She was changing. She's like, you can say you cool. I'm like, I gotta leave out. And she was gorgeous. I'm like, I'm not about to see you talk about your baby daddy because I'm gonna be baby daddy number 3. So I'm gonna leave out, let you change. I ain't that type that could be that comfortable. You change it for me and all that, help you get dressed. I'm just not one of them type of dude. No. I'm gonna be baby daddy number 4. I'm not one of those type of dudes. I'm just being honest. You just can't pull out your chest meat, just get butt, just clothes, just all completely off. And I'm just like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Not in front of me. No, 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 no. I'm not putting myself in that type of. We not gonna get into bed. Say, oh, let's get in the bed. Let's just get in the bed. We can sleep in the. I can't do that either. I got to sleep on the floor, or you sleep on the floor. It's just that simple. I'm just telling you how it is. I'm just telling you how it is. Like you are not about to get undressed in front of me. That's I'm gonna want to try something. Like then I want to get undressed. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So no. And I have shared this before. I shared this before. I'm just being real. I don't play that. I'm just being honest. I don't get that close with people. Not gonna happen. I'm being real. Oh, baby, it's okay. Just help me put on. I'm not helping you put on your bra. I'm not doing that. I'm just not one of them type of dudes. I'm just not gonna do that. Sorry, try it with somebody else. Not gonna do that. What is my? Y'all just being nosy because I don't want people in my business like that. But I be everybody else's business. Oh, why she got the same picture? I gotta tell her, Auntie, you gotta change your. Love you, all the producers. Barbie, love you, Queen. I'm out. I snuck into the bathroom to send this message. Oh, thank you, beautiful. Like me and Malfoy, we can't be in the same room and she up there changing. I'm gonna get it in. I don't care if she in a relationship. We gonna get it in. I'm just being real. Like I had to hurry up and leave Katie house. We was uh smoking and I was getting to the zone. I was like, oh, it's time for me to go. It's time for me to go. Can't do it. Oh, you missed everything? It's okay, sis. We here. We here. Love you. With love. I was mad at my own business. Like I'm not about to be in late at night drinking and all that. I just know. Not gonna happen. And so I took coming on. I was a little bored. My sleep issues acting. I'm glad I'm back on. It's working now because like when I went on StreamYard, baby, it was acting up on StreamYard, and I was upset because I'm like, I got Armand on, I got his lawyer on, and this thing acted up like this. Man, I gotta get a job. So I went and just put my resume into everywhere. I said I gotta get up out of here. Because at first the Wi-Fi was working fine, but I guess if there's too many people using it, I guess it acts up. It was boot me. I was like, this is a good exclusive that I have. The world is watching. But I'm not gonna do like another show like that because I want to make sure the equipment and stuff is right. Because if I would just give y'all a tour of this room, what the stuff that I have up here, and I was like, I gotta pack all of this stuff up. So when it's time for me to leave, and now one other thing I'm add on my wish list is like a big carry-on bag. So just if I gotta fly out, I can just put all my stuff in there and be done with it. I'm gonna add that to the wish list, and y'all gonna get it from me. And I love y'all. Thank y'all. But yeah, it's working today, but it wasn't working. Oh, I miss my friend. It wasn't working when we had Armando. It was acting up that day. I said, y'all just ain't gonna let me be great. It's been 3 years since my friend was gone. Oh, Jaquez, 3 years. Woo, time moved by so fast. Oh, if I would have got that girl pregnant, my baby would have been 3 years old. If I would have got that female pregnant. Oh, God is good. And she didn't get pregnant because I can't take care of no kids. That baby would have been 3 years old. Oh, I miss him so much. I just can't believe he gone. I just can't believe it. I had me slipping and slide. Had to get to his funeral. Yeah, I'm just definitely I'm praying because like he gone. I'm like, my friend. He was so helpful. Like we did a show together and I was in a good headspace like for him to see that. Because reason I give Jaquez like this, because when I would do my radio show, when I would do my radio show, we would only have one listener. And he would be the one list. I'll be over, yeah. Shout out to Chicago. We got a lit show. We the number one underground radio show in the nation. We got three. We got 3 million people listening. And he'll be the only listener. And then we was doing a radio show. We would bring like other underground artists on the show, and he would just be the only like listener there for a while. He was very supportive. He said the show was good, and I never knew that I was entertaining. I've always talked down to myself. I'm not entertaining. I don't think people like to listen to me. It is what it is. But then I started getting messy on the show. So I started talking about people relationships, who had the house in Virginia, who got the package, who slept with who looked a mess at the club. Now, mind you, I wasn't going to the club, but people would just send me stuff and I pretend like I was at the club. Yeah, she looked a mess. I would talk about all type of folks on my radio show. So it was this one trans girl I saw at the party, and she would beg for money and stuff. Like she would beg, and I just hate seeing this lady come by her name. Or I don't want to say her name. I almost said her. I don't want to say her name because she's really, really popular in Chicago now. But she was beg for money, so I would just trash on the radio show. It was really, really good. I miss it. Like I really miss radio. It was dope. Like I was just underground interviewing, bringing people on. We brought Jessica J on the show. That was dope. Then we had brought Armand on our radio show, and I was just interview all of these Chicago people, and I'm so hurt. And one of my subscribers said, "Wiley need to download those episodes. Need to down," and I never did it. Got an announcement that Blog Talk Radio is out of business. All of them episodes are gone. Now, if I ever run for public office, maybe them episodes will pop back up because I said some controversial some controversial stuff on that radio. Yes, I did. It's like no shade. I said some controversial stuff on that radio show back in the day. Yes, I did. I ain't gonna lie. Yes, I did. Some very controversial things. Very controversial. Very controversial. And it was a good show. And then the ratings started to come up. And I would do it. Because the reason why I love, don't get me wrong, the reason why I love doing radio, you didn't have to come on camera. If your nose had a booger, people would know about it. If your hair was cut, people would know about it. If you wear the same clothes, people would know about it. And I just be on that radio show going in. You would have thought I would get in arguments with people on the radio. You would have thought that I had millions of people. Millions of people, you would have thought. And it was one episode on radio, guys. And this was the highest rated show. People was calling in like crazy. We was crashing the site. People couldn't call in. It was like a hot button issue. I can't think of the person name that came on the show, but it was some allegations, and boy, we was on top of it. We was on talk about. We talked about you can't be no 6'2" and a bottom. You can't be no 6'2" and a bottom. You weak at 6'2". I don't want to be climbing no tree. You 6'2" taking it up the butthole. So I'm in my apartment, and the guy from People Gas said, man, you didn't answer, so I had to move on to the next customer. But you know why I came back? Because I was listening to your radio show, and you had a topic about being a 6'2" bottom. And he said, you can't be a 6'2" bottom. I'm like, wow, because I never thought people listen to my show. And once I started like going outside to the club, I went out to the club one night, and it was me, my cousin Tang, and stuff like that. He said, yeah, I listen to your show and all the stuff you be talking about on your look radio. They will always say this, and this cringy. Your look radio show. I listen to your look radio show. And it was a dude that was in Chicago. His name was Sonny Monroe. He's still alive. He's still breathing. He had a radio show. All the gays were tuning into his show. So I'm trying my best to crack into the system. So I said, what can I do to be different? Because he got all the house girls, all the parties. So what I'm going to do is create stories, go to the parties. So I will go to the parties, I'll record, I will take pictures, I will just get into it. I will sleep with different people, whatever it takes for me to get some content on my radio show. And I will bring it back to the radio, what went on, who I done slept with, who I like, who I got a crush on. And it was working. Because I would do an episode, who I got a crush on. And then it was like, oh, Wiley, why you talking about me on your show? I'm like, oh, it's cool, man. You know what I'm saying? You gorgeous, you beautiful, you this and this. And we had smashed, stuff like that. And they will always tell me, don't talk about me on that radio show. I was like, I won't talk about it. And sometimes I would talk about it. But some stuff I would just keep it to myself. Like some stuff that I was into, who I was really, really into, I want to. It was one, he was very popular in Chicago, in the gay scene. And I'm not going to share that story. He was very popular. And whatever the case may be, I talked about him on the radio. And people said, I'm coming, and they would always threaten me. Yeah, I'm gonna meet you up on that third floor. I'm gonna meet you on that third floor. Because they used to know where I lived at, because my cousin, he was a whore. He would get guys, all type of guys, gorgeous guys in the bar, guys that I see on television. He would get all type of guys, and they would hump him. You know what I'm saying? He was, a power bottom. So how I would do it I would just bring it up on my radio show and just talk about it. We had episodes there. My cousin Tank would come and do some shows and stuff. And then one day I was on Facebook, because I will always scout the internet and see what's going on, because there's not too many gay people that I don't know of during that time, because I was gay media. I was definitely fully into the gay community. Then I saw Armand on there, and I was like, "Who is this dude? He's definitely talented. He was very for the Armand that y'all see now is good. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think y'all was ready to see the Facebook Armand Wiggins. The man was unfiltered, controversial to the T, and I was controversial. He was controversial, and so he would bring me on the show. I would say some controversial material. Whatever was in my mind, I just say it. Controversial. I was is very, 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 very controversial. And so I had brought him on my radio show, and I was being messy because he was on my Shady Rainbow, and I'm just being messy. And I said, yeah, yeah. We would talk about my Shady Rainbow. He would talk about the show, and we would have great conversations and stuff like that. Then I told him, I don't know if I told him on the air or told him on the back. I probably told him off the air. Yeah, you do know he getting paid for the show and stuff like that. Because a lot of people don't be knowing, like during that time, Jacob, that was the person's name, Jacob Heindel, he was monetized. He would get a check, and I knew that much. Like people get paid on YouTube, and he didn't pay. And then I didn't like it when I saw the episode. Like they used to pay like Armand to being a homeless dude, being a broke dude, the weird guy. Like they really like Jacob Heindel really tried to like talk down to him. Like, but you could see that the stardom in Armand Wiggins back then. I saw it back then. So we was just doing, and I was bringing on the show, the radio show. Then Armand started to get very active on his show, and I would go on his show and stuff like that, and we would have entertaining shows. The audience wouldn't like me, but I was entertaining because I would say the total opposite of what Armand Wiggins say. Even when we were talking about female rap, he would talk about something, and I would be totally against. I was a huge Dream Doll, still a huge Dream Doll fan. And my mom was like, "Yeah, you just like Dream Doll because she watch it right now." I was like, "No, I'm a fan of Dream Doll because my friend told me about Dream Doll." Like, so we always butted heads. That will make a good show. When you have two personalities on that, you want to make sure everybody have their own identity. So we would just clash on the air. So it was good. It was like I would interview him. I would interview gay families. I interviewed the Kardashian family, not the Kardashians on the television. Let me make that perfectly clear. Don't go out here last. So Wiley interviewed the Kardashian. It was some Kardashian, but they were gay bush queens. They were just in the gay scene, in the family scene. They would take a popular celebrity last name, and they said, "This is the Kardashian family. This is the Monroe family." And I had a family, the Prescott family. And the Prescott family, we were popping a little bit. But they started taking all of my members, and I worked hard for the Prescott family. I really worked hard. Baby, that family lasted. My family lasted for a couple of months. And one of my gay daughters, she stayed with me to the end. But they was just taking all of my members. And I was recruiting some good, talented members, some attractive members of my family. But one of the popular people call up, they would jump ship and all that. And then I don't care. Then I would leave that family and I would go to the Golden family. And yeah, so that was back in the day, man. I wish I was around for those days, and we would just have a ball on the radio shows. It was so I was very unfiltered. I cussed very unfiltered because you could be there. On Blog Talk Radio. It was the Wild Wild West. Yeah, I had a gay daughter. Definitely had a gay daughter. Definitely. I don't know how she's doing. I forgot her name because I'm bad with names. Even when if I even go back to Chicago and go to the club, hey, Wiley, they will know me, and I'm not being shady. But I won't know who they are, like, unless, like, you really, really popular. I may know your face. So when I went to my friend's funeral, I went to his funeral, and it was one of the trans girls. I knew her by face. I just didn't know her name. And I knew her when she was a boy. But I know, oh, you don't even know who I'm like, oh, hey. I felt bad because I really have bad with names. You're too young to have a daughter. No, it was like when I say a gay daughter, it's like you put somebody younger than you put them under your wing. You say, "This is my gay daughter. You my gay father." So that's what we do in the gay community. It's a gay thing, right? And I was heavy in the gay scene. heavy in the gay scene. I would go to parties. I would interview people. I would take pictures. I've always wanted to be media. And if I go back to Chicago and I'm gonna let y'all see it, like when I'm gonna record, because y'all never see me in my zone around gay people in Chicago. Never seen that. I'm gonna go to the club and let y'all see it, and we'll do it on Station Head. Because on Station Head, you can hear the conversations, you can hear what's going on Station Head, you can hear what we vibing with. When I went to Atlanta, y'all saw me maneuvering around in Atlanta, and we were talking and stuff like that, and y'all heard my entire conversation. You know what I'm saying? So just in case somebody trying to spin a narrative, you'd be like, no, Wiley didn't say that. This is what he said. This is on the record because I record myself on Station. And Station had the audio. You can hear everything on the audio. Anyway, I'm just my business. But yeah, that was the time on the radio show. It was fun. I had a co-host. His name was Flash Gotti. And I felt bad because every time we would do a radio show, we would go out in person. They say, "Oh, hey, Wiley, I'm such a fan. I'm such a fan." They will always pay my co-host dust, and I didn't like that. And I know he felt so bad. And we talked and we clashed. But I picked him from another show because he was doing another show, and I was like, "Listen, you got to come and do my show." And you need to be my co-host. F that. You work for me now. I couldn't even pay him, but we did a show and it was good. We had some good show. And he would bring some people on, like some celebrity stuff on the show. Like he had connections. And it was like a good show. And Milan, and this is the thing, Milan Christopher will come on my radio show. We would talk. And then when he got on Love and Hip, this is shit that I cannot stand. 10 toes down, I cannot stand this. It makes me itch. When y'all make it, then you don't want to come back to the same shows. Like we're like, dude, before the Breakfast Club called you, Wiley was calling. You was on the Wiley Show, and he forgot about me. He really did. He tried, and I called him like, oh, this is not a good look, blah, blah, blah. I got a publicist. I'm like, dude, you should come and do an episode on my show. You know what I'm saying? People didn't even know the man did music. They didn't even know that the dude did music. We would play his songs on the show, like on the radio show. We would play his music, but people would play these games, and that's why I'm like, I never want to do that. I never want to do that. So when you make it, I always go back to it. Don't never forget where you come from. You know what I'm saying? And then that next season, he didn't get picked up for Love and Hip Hop. I'm like, see how you did? I understand that. I get that, but you still say to you, I guess I thought you were still to be a little bit older than the daughter. Yeah, I was a little bit older. I was in my 20s. I was a bit older, and she was about probably 17 or 18. Probably a little younger than that. I was in my 20s. So I was young too, but I understand what you're saying. But yeah, it's people in there that do it. That's a gay thing. Y'all are women. Y'all don't understand what gay people go through, but yeah, they had like a whole gay scene in Chicago. It was a whole gay family scene. They used to call it Families of Chicago. Let me see if that group still exists. Let me be nosy. I'm just being nosy. Do that group still exist? I don't think so. It was a private group. Yeah, I think you get it. It's okay if you don't get it. I understand. I understand. And people forget you interviewed Rolling Ray and Wonder Braxton. I interviewed Trina Braxton. I was like, we were doing it. And we had interviews with some other artists. I can't think of their name. I'm bad with names. Raheem, did I say his name right? Raheem Devon, did I say his name right? I think we interviewed him too. Yeah. We did that. Oh, okay. But did you been around the Chicago gays? We had a whole underground scene in there. A whole underground scene. Yeah, Kalen Walker. We definitely interviewed him. Oh. We interviewed Kalen Walker. He called her to the show. I'm standing up for you. Is this even working? I don't know. I'm standing up for you. Let me see if I can find that Kayla Walker to you. We had some shows. Oh, you from the D side? You need to see the Chicago games. Y'all will see it when I get back to Chicago. When I get back, I'm gonna let y'all see it. I said 10 toes down that he was guilty. Yes, I did. 10 toes down that he was guilty. And guess what? The man is in prison. Oh, this a dude would just pop up at my house. He probably still be showing up at that apartment. Chad, that was a classic. Let me call my cousin to see how he doing. Let me see if he answer. And he's guilty. Kayla Walker is guilty in prison. How many years he got? Like 30 years or 40 years? $40 years in prison? I think he got like 40 years. Did he block me? What did I message this man? Yeah, it just be so. Who is this man? The Nose Day was a classic. I don't know what I messaged him for. Oh, she passed away and I was being messy. Oh my gosh. I remember. Yeah, she passed away, I think, a couple of years ago. Let me scroll down. I'm just scrolling down. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, my nose is just be running. I was outside today, so. They said, what was iconic? The Nosy Neighbor. Yeah, I remember that. And because one of her subscribers sent me her information. And I was like, if he gonna put the interview out, I'll put the interview out. And I put that interview out. Yes, I did. And we didn't get sued. Did we get blocked? Hell yeah, we got blocked. I'm not even gonna lie about that. He blocked us. I don't care. I'm like, if I want to see what Corey Harjick is posting, I just get on one of my burner accounts. I just literally get on one of my burner accounts. Didn't make me no difference. And that's the idea. I got one of my burner accounts. You said a good topic. Listen. We'll get into a good topic one of these days for y'all. Definitely one of these days. Oh. I remember I sent my friend this. He gone on to be with the Lord. He gone on to be with the Lord. Oh, I remember that. It's late. I will call somebody, but it's late, y'all. It's real, real late. And I know they'll call me back tomorrow. Oh, about the use for that coming out. And I was just watching the Scorpion Show episode. And I remember I used to be a huge fan of their show. I was just watching it while I was in the shower. I said, let me watch them real quick. I was a huge fan of the Scorpion. Huge. When I say huge, huge fan. See, this is not my main page. Okay. Yeah, that page. Oh. All right. But shout out to y'all. But listen, thank y'all so very much for watching. Listen, we went to job interviews. We've been applying. And we're going to come back on here tomorrow because the connection worked beautiful. Give a hand to the connection. It worked beautiful today. So we're going to directly live through Facebook. Through YouTube. And so like that. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And we'll all at the phone lines tomorrow because I think most of y'all are asleep. And shout out to y'all that tune into this episode. Little black boy, you beautiful little black girl, you're enough. One time's car, always sure to put God first. Thank you for anybody that Cash App. I didn't check, so I will have to check when I get off the phone because I'm on the same phone that have the Cash App on there. But $ Wiley Show 1990. That is the Cash App. Wiley Show 1990. Yes. And Latavia, you guys got an album. Latavia, should I make that announcement? You got an album? You got an album coming out. Latavia got some music coming out. Love it. They said to see that. Oh, the VA Howard. I could definitely. She got an album coming out. Is it on Valentine's Day? Because Latavia definitely have an album coming out, you guys. So make sure y'all tune into that. And I got to see when she have her performing. Because me and Natasha definitely got to come and see you perform. Because you can perform very well. On Valentine's Day. See, I saw it on there. Okay. I can't wait. Y'all make sure y'all get her album. It's going to be on iTunes. I'm assuming it's going to be on iTunes, wherever music is sold. And she's been working on this project. I'm there for her. We definitely going to bring her on for an interview. She's a producer of the show. It's going to be on iTunes. I believe on iTunes and Apple Music and Spotify, I believe. It's going to be on all platforms. So on February the 14th, make sure y'all grab that. We're going to bring her on the show. And we got to bring her on station too. We definitely going to bring her on the show to talk about her album. That's on February the 14th. Love her. All right. All right, y'all have a good one. Little black boy, you beautiful. Little black girl, you enough. One time's card, no problem. Always remember to put God first. No problem. They said, can you drop? We'll bring on the 13th, on the 14th, we'll bring her on the show. So y'all will know, to be a reminder to stream it on that day and all the days, stuff like that. Then I'm going to stream it on Station Head. We're going to go way out. And if y'all need the link too, once it's released, I can just DM it to y'all too. So y'all can just hit me in a DM when some more information come out about her, when it dropped, and then we'll do it that way. Okay, she's a producer, very faithful, very supportive. I met her mom, I met her daughter. Incredible talent. And she sang a good song for my auntie too. Because in the DM, she did a good song, and that encouraged me. I will not forget it. But make sure y'all follow me on TikTok. Make sure y'all follow me on Facebook, The Wiley Show. This was a good show, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye, y'all.